Hey, this is Jeanette with Polar Bear Editing. I'm giving voice to my blogs. You can follow the link in the description and be transformed to a magical world of, well, my blog. It's not that magical. I'm an editor. I work with authors to assist them to improve their manuscripts, whether through critique, copy editing, or proofreading. I also do book covers and formatting for ebooks and print books. But that's enough about me. Villains. They can't exist solely to be evil. You can't rely on your villain to be a psychopath who does evil things for the sake of causing misery. It's boring and it's lazy. The villain's wants and needs are in opposition to the main characters. However, just as valid. Now remember that. They are just as valid. So when you're writing your villain, put as much care into them as your main character. As a reader, I want to hurt for the villain, but no, in the end, they must fail. And don't just slap a cool name and a twirling mustache on the page and call it a day. You want to let your reader hurt for the villain. Let them see the good in them. Create a villain who's approachable and affable, and make your reader want to take an afternoon tea and willingly spill their secrets to them. But of course, your villain, in true villainy, will turn around and rip your reader's heart out, and your MCs, and leave them pleading for more while sobbing uncontrollably. Now consider the following when you want to flesh out your villain, or as we'll call her, Peggy. Now, imagine the story from your villain's perspective. Peggy didn't appear out of a vacuum to make your MC's life hell. There's a reason Peggy is evil. Now you want to take time to write about Peggy's motives, why she hates the MC. Does she view MC as her personal Peggy? And what is Peggy's backstory? Now, this isn't stuff that needs to go in the book, but it's stuff you want to know when fleshing out Peggy and the things that she is going to be doing to your main character. So what brought her to be the villain of your main character? Peggy had a childhood. Take some time and imagine what Peggy was like as a child. What was her living situation? Think of key parts from her experience that shaped her personality into the villain she is in your story. You want to plot out ways that your villain succeeds. Ideally, your villain doesn't succeed, but imagine a world where she does. So for this exercise, Peggy succeeds in all her evil deeds. Type up some ideas of what that world looks like for Peggy and what her next thing to conquer would be. You want to make your reader relatable. Peggy has a soft side. Does she like kittens and rainbows? Does she have a romantic partner? A BFF? Does she have a cat named Wally with a bushy tail that she loves to feed fish treats to? Maybe. Giving Peggy normal things that everybody cares about makes her relatable. My current favorite is The Walking Dead. Rick Grimes is the hero, and Negan is the villain. But Negan sees himself as the hero in his own story. He's the savior, and Rick is ruining that for everybody, and Negan has to be the one to stop him. You know for sure Negan is the villain here, but a tiny voice in the back of your head wonders, is he though? Who's on your list of lovable villains?